Hi, I'm Steve Catt. I've been here for 30 years this August, and I am now currently the Director of Event Management. That's probably about my 15th to 30th position here at Butler County Community College.
My name is Jake Verrill. I'm controller here at BC3, and I started back in January of 1996.
My name is Kathy Wood, and I am being honored for 30 years service here at BC3, and I work in the Humanities and Social Science area in the Health and Physical Education department.
I was hired by a guy named Dr. Chick, who was a very interesting character, as people who knew him back then. But he was a great accountant, and I did learn a lot from Dr. Chick. But he retired abruptly a year after I was in, so I did serve as interim VP for finance.
I've had wonderful supervisors. Probably my most memorable one was Chuck Dunaway, who actually hired me. He was the athletic director and a co-worker, and couldn't say enough positive things about the gentleman.
Luckily, I was quickly relieved by a very bright woman, Lynn Bertner, who I had the pleasure of working with for 8 years. And Lynn was a fantastic mentor, and people who don't understand the value of a great mentor have never had a great mentor.
I've worked in the academic, student affairs, foundation, and continuing education divisions. So I've worked in 4 separate divisions in my career. I've had positions, countless positions, like I've been an academic counselor, a parking enforcer, child care supervisor, campus security at one time, too many times.
My name's Joyce Volan, and I am office support for the Business Learning Center, and I am being recognized for being here at BC3 for 25 years.
I'm Natalie Price, and I've been at BC3 for 30 years. I'm the coordinator of Natural Science and Technology Labs.
When I started here, my lab was a typing lab with nothing but typewriters, 5 computers behind me that basically nobody knew how to use. And there was machine transcription, shorthand.
Student Senate advisor, Phi Theta Kappa advisor, grant writer, government relations, strategic planner, theater supervisor, twice, cube advisor.
I think one of the significant changes is our advancements in computer availability. You know, the day was when I first worked here that we were considered the other side of the tracks, and we did not have, any internet service at first.
Workforce director, public safety strategist, organizational change trainer. I was a consultant for when the college was doing a lot of consulting work and training in the community.
Well, I think one of the strengths of BC3 is that it has a culture of appreciation and mutual respect. I experienced that first as a student here, and now as an employee here.
My enjoyment comes from the students. I love all the students. I treat them all the same. They come from all different backgrounds, and I would hope that most students would say the same about me.
Throughout all of my career, I've really liked the creative process. I love creating new things that nobody has ever thought of before.
What I've enjoyed the most is being able to design the labs for the off-campus sites. That has been the most exciting part of my career.
One amusing thing I found amusing, Dr. Newpower might not, when I was awarded and Phi Theta Kappa honorary member. The students voted me an honorary member into that. Cheryl Cavallero at the time was giving a speech and saying how last year Dr. Newpower got made an honorary member, and this year he's our president. And then they call my name to go up and get the honorary, and I said, well, last year Dr. Newpower made it, and he was an honorary member, and now he's president. And I looked at him, I said, Nick, I'll give you a couple of years before I take over presidency.
I remember getting this one phone call. As soon as I picked up the phone, I could tell it was an older gentleman, and I was like, hello, this is Jake Verrill from the finance office. How can I help you? And the person says on the other end, he says, well, Dick, this is Tony Spaghetti over here from Newcastle. My grandson just gave me the bill today, and I'm sending you the check. And I said, well, it's not going to do you any good. Today's the last day to pay. Yeah, Dick, I heard you. It's, but I'm putting it in the envelope. You're going to have it, here in a few days. I'm good for the money. Anybody who knows me knows I'm good for the money, Dick. I'll just give you the money. I said, well, it's Jake, sir. Jake Frill.
The best time I've had has been the last year being the assistant basketball coach with Dick Hartung. Multiple funny stories. He's just a great guy, and he enjoys his students as much as I do. One that I could probably particularly think of was just happened this year, intense basketball game, and we had all the girls set where they were supposed to go, and the tip-off comes, and one of our girls gets the ball and goes the wrong way in the floor. And Dickie goes berserk and bites a hunk out of his tongue. Not a piece, a hunk. And he calls timeout immediately and calls the girls in and does his spiel. And now he looks like Bozo the Clown because he has a red circle completely around. And the girls, and you can tell, are going. And he's going, what are you looking at? And they're going, Coach, you got red all over your mouth.
Something in my head, I'm thinking, is this guy not hearing me that my name's Jake, or is he just calling me Dick? I trust that you're going to put the money in the envelope today, Tony, but I said, I can't make exceptions for everybody, or else I make exceptions for everybody. I said, he's going to lose his classes. Dick, that ain't going to happen. He goes, I'm a man of my word. Look, Dick, I'm putting the money in. Dick, who do I make the check out to? And I said, well, make it out to BC3, BC3. I said, yep. And he goes, who do I send it to? And I said, well, you can send it to my attention. Jake Frill, Butler County Community College. I was thinking, now he's got to know my name. He says, well, Dick, it's in the mail. You have your money. I'll take care of it.
As far as the people here appreciating what I do, I received 3 awards voted by the students. And I was very shocked when I got the first email in 2006 saying that I had been voted the Office Support Person of the Year. They picked a Teacher of the Year, full-time, part-time, but I got voted for that, and I was so touched by that. It really made me feel good and appreciated.
It was one of the few times I did make an exception. I went in and we did hold his schedule, and sure enough, the payment did come on Monday in the mail, and there it was, addressed to Dick Frill.
I feel that the labs are safer over the years. And in recent years, I was able to institute the first hazard communication education. This last year, it was for campus police, maintenance, and custodians, and then we had another one that was for our faculty.
There have been times when I have been very much appreciated. For instance, whenever I helped bring in through the team effort the $2 million grant for public safety. That was I think people appreciated that at that time.
I've been here at BC3 30 years, and there's a reason. I like the students here. The students are great, and I lived in New York, I worked in New York, I lived in Colorado, worked in Colorado, and you see I came back to Butler County because I think Butler County is a great place to raise a family.
Probably what I'm most proud of is after 20 years, there is not a business transaction that this college has entered into that I would be afraid to see on the front page of any newspaper.
I love my job. I love coming to work every day, and it's because of the students, the faculty, the staff. They make it fun, and I enjoy my job.
Christina Fleeger, better known to all of us as Tina, is currently employed as the Associate Director of Human Resources and is celebrating 20 years of service to BC3. What Tina enjoys most about her job is being able to see things come together when completing projects, like compiling information for the Affordable Health Care Act and the Board Member Handbook and Orientation Manual. She looks forward to helping employees resolve their problems. Tina would like to share one of her funny memories, and that's the time when she and Linda Dodd came up with the idea to dress up as 2 of our very own BC3 maintenance staff, Ed Stark Sr. and Kevin Loomis, for the annual Halloween party. What she'd really like to know is what's the secret for carrying all those building keys without tipping over. Also marking 20 years of service is Renee Pivison, Secretary to the VP for Academic Affairs. Renee tells us she started as a work program student in the Center for Economic Education under the auspices of Professor Dave Usman. Dr. Mike Sanderson hired her in her current position 19 years ago. And Renee says she's chased away Dr. Sanderson, followed by Dr. Newpower, Interim's Bill Miller and Beth Gaza, Dr. Spiegelmeyer, and now Dr. Russell. She says she's looking forward to her next victim in January. When asked about what she enjoys most about her job, she didn't hesitate, saying obviously the people. We're like family. I never knew how much until my parents died. Support my family received was overwhelming, and I truly appreciate the friendships I have made. When discussing her accomplishments, Renee points to being selected for the Western Pennsylvania Community College Leadership Institute, noting it's been an honor. And she wants you to know this additionally. She said she's sorry she's unable to attend this evening, but she and her husband are in Florida spoiling their 7-month-old granddaughter. And she sends congratulations to all the honorees. Additionally, K. Scott Richardson, Interim Director of Campus Police and Security, is celebrating 20 years of service at BC3. Scott started at BC3 in 1996 as a part-time security officer. Scott also became the first full-time campus police officer at the college. Obviously, everyone has his or her own perceptions related to what they enjoy about working here. Scott said this, "When I first started here at the college, the common theme was the BC3 family. And even at such a young age, it didn't take me long to realize the quality of those who were employed by the college and the atmosphere it produced." Among his humorous memories over the years, Scott says, "My father-in-law, Ed Stark Sr., was employed by the college in the Physical Plant Services Department. Someone may have used clear packaging tape to tape his locker shut. This same person might have also glued his work boots to the floor. Just saying." As far as accomplishments are concerned, Scott cites the following. Safety and security have always been paramount to the administration at BC3, and he's had the opportunity to assist and guide the college in converting from a security department to a fully sworn campus police department. Linda Dodd is the Executive Director of Human Resources and Equal Opportunity Compliance Officer, and is being recognized for 30 years of service with BC3. She began working here as the payroll clerk in 1986 and started her career in human services in 1990. Linda also welcomes the opportunity to be in the classroom teaching the personal care home administrator's staff supervision class each semester. Linda enjoys working with others to achieve a win-win and fair outcome, always with a mind towards what's the goal or outcome while doing the right thing. She takes pride in investigating and hearing all sides of an issue. Linda believes the sky's the limit when something needs accomplished, and she recognizes that would not be possible without her dedicated and talented HR staff. As funny stories go, here's one from Linda. How about the time when the president's cabinet members wore grass skirts and coconut bras? Do we need to say anything else? Truly, the last line of our job descriptions, which states, "Other duties as assigned," is endless, and it says it all. Being recognized for 35 years of service is Sandy Woods, Information Technology Support Specialist. According to Sandy, she started working in 1981 as a key punch operator. And what has Sandy enjoyed the most? She says seeing how much technology has changed over the years. When she looks back over her earlier years and what her job duties were in the beginning and what they are now, it's very impressive the way that things have changed. And technology has driven much of that change at BC3. She says it's been exciting and scary to learn all the new things over the years, and she says she still has a lot to learn. Sandy also recalls a funny story about Jim Roboski. She said Jim came to their door dressed like a hippie with a mullet wig on, and Joanne and she were afraid to let him in. It was pretty funny when she realized that it was her boss. Sandy also told us that every day is an accomplishment, you never know what's going to be expected of you each day, and that she loves working at BC3. It's been a real blessing in her life. It's a really good feeling to get up and be excited to come to work. Not a lot of folks can say that they love their job, but Sandy says she's truly been honored to be a part of that at BC3. Denton Denny Daly is also marking 35 years of service at BC3. Denny's presently Associate Professor of Electronics, Nanofabrication, and Robotics. Denny says he's not very sentimental about this kind of stuff. When he was asked about his favorite memory, though, Denny says, "Bring your cat to work day is what I recall. My cat loved visiting the college." Congratulations to Denny. Additionally, David Schiebel, Associate Professor in Natural Sciences and Technology, reached the 30-year milestone of service to BC3. Congratulations to David.